Seems like this year you got to shoot 12, 13, 14 down to have a hot round, and I mean the conditions are 75 and no wind, so I think that's going to be the case out here.
All right, guys, here at the 2019 Memorial Championships, the first stop of the Disc Golf Pro Tour, I'm here with Andrew Presnell. How you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good. I'm excited to be here.
Oh, so am I. It's the first Pro Tour event of the season. The folks got to see a little bit last week on the Las Vegas Challenge coverage. You made a pretty good showing last week. How you feeling coming into the season?
I'm feeling pretty good. A top 10 finish at my first NT of the season. You know, feeling pretty good. Throwing a new bag, all Discrafts, so feeling pretty confident with the discs. And now I'm out here at Memorial trying to put together another good showing.
Yeah, I like that you said, you are throwing that new bag of Discraft. Last year you were with Full Turn. How do you feel about this year, maybe stepping it up to more of a major sponsor?
It's exciting, Discraft is making big moves. I'm excited to be a part of Discraft, especially this year with all their new signings. And it's awesome. I've always kind of saw myself being on Team Discraft, and so it's especially, rewarding for me to finally accomplish one of my goals, being sponsored by a big, well-known manufacturer.
I know that with Full Turn, they have their own discs, but they also allowed you to throw a few other molds. How do you feel about this year with the new plastic, and are there any new discs to your bag that you feel like have really changed the game for you?
I feel like I replaced pretty much everything I was throwing last year with something in the Discraft lineup. Discraft has some new discs coming out that I think I'm going to be adding to my bag that might replace something that I was throwing last year, but I think just about every mold that I had last year, I found something, feeling really confident with it, and don't really feel like I'm missing anything from last year.
Okay, well, a lot of people don't necessarily, they're familiar with Simons and the Eagles of the world, but they're not maybe familiar with Andrew Presnell's game. Could you maybe tell the people, what could we expect from your game on a daily basis?
Yeah, so my game, I tend to like the more wide open ball golf courses. I like throwing big air shots. Really nice woods courses are fun to play too, but courses like Las Vegas courses, something like Emporia Country Club, I really like those kinds of courses. I feel like I do better on those courses. But an overall mostly backhand game. Really trying to work on that forehand this year, so you might see a little bit more of that this year. Feeling good about it. Worked a lot in the off season about that. So
yeah, we were talking a little bit off camera about your off season. You are from Missouri, so that means snowy off season. How was the off season training for you?
Yeah, so I actually moved to St. Louis for the off season, so I had a more variety of better courses to play on rather than from where I'm from. It's a lot of just pitch and putt courses. So I had about 4 or 5 months working with a lot of nice courses. I'd go out to the turf soccer field a little bit, work on that forehand. But yeah, I think it was a really good off season. I worked at a disc golf store, so I was, around disc golf constantly, helping people that came into the store, and didn't really take a whole lot of time off at any point. Just being consistent with practice, and yeah, feeling good.
Cool. So we are out here in Arizona, obviously a little bit warmer than Missouri at the moment. How do you feel about your game out here? You said you're better at open courses. This is an open one, but it's also not like a just full-on let it rip. There's danger all over the place out here.
Definitely. You got, at this course, there's a lot of water, and then over at Vista, there's a lot of, OB ropes and stuff. And, it seems like this year you got to shoot 12, 13, 14 down to have a hot round. And, the conditions are 75 and no wind. So I think that's going to be the case out here. There's a lot of, birdie 2 holes that you need to get, a lot of short ones. So, I think if I'm throwing well, if I'm putting well, I can definitely put together those 13, 14 under rounds that you need to have.
Cool. Is there, you said you need to shoot hot, but is there a number you have in mind for the weekend, or maybe like a goal for placing out here? Everybody wants to win, but did you have something in your mind?
At this point, usually if I stay top 20 or better, that's kind of my goal for each tournament. I know if I put together 4 solid rounds, I can easily be top 5 or better. I was close last week at Vegas. But, as far as a score in mind, I haven't played these courses enough to really know what I'm capable of. Definitely want to shoot probably at the minimum like 8 under at each course just to stay relevant in the field. So I think that's going to be what I'm aiming for at the least.
Cool. Well, I'll let you get out of here, get back to your warm-up day. But before we go, is there anything that you want to say to your fans, any fans of Prez out there?
Yeah, I'll say shout out to all my Ozark, Missouri fans, Springfield area, Southwest Missouri. You guys support me a lot. I appreciate it. Everybody that I travel and stay with on the road who helps me out, shout out to you guys. You guys make it happen, make it possible. And just anybody else who knows me, just, come say hi if you see me, and I'm looking to get my name out there this year.
Cool. Well, I will do anything I can to help you in that. And for all of you at home, for coverage of all things disc golf, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching that interview. Unfortunately, I forgot to film an outro video, so here I am at night in front of the van telling you about OTB. That's Only the Best Discs. Check them out at otbdiscs.com, where they list the flatness and firmness of every disc, as well as $350 flat rate shipping. 20 discs, $350. 100 discs, $350.